The key Donetsk town of Pokrovsk has been a focal point of the Russian-Ukraine war for nearly 2 years. Russia says it's captured this logistics hub in eastern Ukraine, while Ukraine denies it has fallen. But the battle for Pokrovsk has already turned conventional military thinking upside down. The Russian siege of Pokrovsk began in July 2024. It has turned what was a bustling town and railway junction into a deserted ruin. With industry long gone and supplies rerouted, the town and its surroundings have now become a brutal stage for new innovative tactics. Moscow committed at least 170,000 troops to taking this eastern fortress town. Initially, Russian forces attacked in the standard way, using frontal infantry assaults backed by armor and artillery. Russian casualties soared as Ukrainian forces repeatedly beat them back. But slowly, Russian units employed siege tactics to encircle the town. Over time, drone units inflicted much more damage on the Ukrainian defenders than the usual frontal assaults. Armed Russian first-person view or FPV drones made resupply difficult for Ukrainian units. And this is where the tactics started to really change. Armed drones from both sides of the conflict now account for between 60 to 70% of all casualties. Drones are deadly and difficult to counter. They're often unjammable because of the fiber optic spools they carry, which allows them to send and receive signals from their operators. They can strike and also search the battlefield in a way never before possible. Artillery strikes can be called up in seconds. Incorrect fire can be adjusted in real time, and dense woods and buildings can be remotely observed. What does this mean? On today's battlefields, there is nowhere to hide, as concentrations of forces, groups of vehicles and soldiers are easily spotted and destroyed. Instead, small groups, often just 2 or 3 soldiers, sneak into position under cover of night. They use thermal shielding blankets to hide from searching drones looking for bigger targets. Once in place, they're often resupplied by drones. Advances in warfare are happening via small group infiltration over time instead of mass assaults. Slow and diffuse, this kind of troop buildup can seem inefficient to traditional military planners. But as Russian commanders slowly adapt to these new weapons and tactics, they're getting genuine results. This is how Russian troops managed to build their presence in Pokrovsk. In defending against the FP drones, Ukrainians have started to sling rows of netting over roads used to supply troops within the town. That's done in the hope that they stop drone strikes from destroying much-needed supplies. And drones have also had the horrific effect of leaving the wounded on both sides with little chance of rescue and evacuation. How Russia and Ukraine will apply the lessons of the Battle of Pokrovsk and whether Russia will advance further into areas under Ukrainian control remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, the age of the drone is here and here to stay.